Most senior women think the way they need to get headhunted on LinkedIn is to build a personal brand, grow a following, post every day, and put on the open to work green banner. But it's not that. The women landing those director 140k roles and the VP 200k roles, they're not doing any of that. They're doing something completely different. So in this video, I'm going to show you why your profile is making you invisible to recruiters right now, how headhunters actually search on LinkedIn, and the 3 exact changes you need to make to your profile today to make those recruiters come to you with the right roles and the right money. Number 1, why your profile is invisible right now. The fact is, recruiters spend just 7 seconds looking at your profile, and you have to make them stop the scroll, because this is where they decide, are they going to skip her or are they going to stop and call you and get you on the shortlist? And the reason you're overlooked is because in those 7 seconds, your profile is signaling the role you're at currently, not the role you want to be going to. And a big giveaway is your LinkedIn headline, because most people are stuffing their headline with keywords. So they'll say things like they're a HR leader, they do strategy in people and culture. That all sounds great, but really it means nothing to the headhunters that are looking for you. And the other alternative is people put in their current job title, and that doesn't signal to the level that you want to be hired at. So this is making you invisible to recruiters. So it's nothing to do with your capability, your expertise, or your hard work. It's to do with the perception of the recruiters, the headhunters, and the hiring managers that are looking at your profile. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to share with you how headhunters and recruiters actually search on LinkedIn. What you might not know is that LinkedIn is a search engine, and this is the powerful search engine where headhunters and recruiters search for the people that they want to place directly into those head of, director, VP, and C-suite roles. I spent 15 years as a #1 recruiter recruiting for companies like Accenture, PwC, Deloitte, Barclays, JP Morgan, the list goes on and on and on. And I can tell you exactly how it works behind the scenes. So every day, headhunters are searching for the people they want to place into those roles. And they're doing a very simple keyword search onto LinkedIn Recruiter, which is a separate back-end system on the back end of LinkedIn where they can search for the people that they want to place directly on their shortlist in order to get them interviews. And quite simply, they're going to type in some keywords such as the job title of the job role that they are looking to fill, and also maybe the location of where that person is going to be hired to go and work. And sometimes some other specific keywords that might be really relevant to that role. And it's a bit like Google, so only the profiles then that are most relevant to that role start popping up in the search. And once you know that it's a search engine, this is where you can optimize your profile so that you start rising to the top of the search engine every single time. Okay, let's talk about the Open to Work green banner. I'm no fan of the Open to Work green banner because it leaks authority. It shows recruiters and headhunters that you're available, yeah, but they're not looking for availability. They're looking for the strategic hire that's going to make the biggest impact into that company. So when a headhunter lands on your profile and the first thing they see is the green banner, immediately they're thinking, why are you not in work right now? We want to train them to immediately see that you're the strategic hire that they're looking for. So knowing what the problem is without taking action means absolutely nothing. And we're action takers. So I'm going to show you 3 things that you can change in an afternoon to start making a difference. And these are literally the first 3 things that I do with clients who come into my Executive Career Leap method. So first of all, we're going to change your LinkedIn headline from the beige, boring job title into a very specific positioned headline for your target leadership roles. So you can turn it into something like, as an example, HR director for startups and scale-ups for fintechs. See how specific that is? This is how we use the right keywords that specifically target your target roles. Because it's an attraction market, and what that means is when we use the specific keywords in the headline, then we attract the very specific roles that we want to get. The next one is the features section, and this is a great place to demonstrate your thought leadership and why you're the expert in your industry, in your niche. And this is quite simple. You can use something like where you've been doing a speaker gig lately. Maybe you've been a thought leader on a panel discussion. It might be that you've written a post that is very specific to your niche that demonstrates that you are that leader within your industry. Choose one's enough, and add that to your featured section. Okay, the third one, open to work. What I want you to do is remove the green banner, because you only need to signal to recruiters that you are available for work. And that is a toggle in the settings that you can move to show recruiters only, but without putting the green banner on. So go and do that now. And positioning your LinkedIn profile with the right level of authority is exactly what I did with my client Sheena. So Sheena was a banking risk manager earning 70k. She was being ignored by recruiters. She was getting no interviews. They wouldn't put her forward for the head of risk manager jobs that she actually wanted. And once we positioned her profile with the right level of authority, everything changed. Within 8 weeks, she was hired into a head of risk manager role, being paid 135k with a 20% bonus just in 8 weeks. Same thing happened for Wendy. Wendy was a head of HR on 130k. When we repositioned her profile for the director roles that she wanted, she landed a director of people and culture, earning 190k. That's a 60k pay increase just from repositioning her to the right level on her LinkedIn profile. So that is the smartest way to get headhunted on LinkedIn. It's fix the level that your profile is signaling, get findable in the right headhunter and recruiter searches, and flip those 3 settings that remove you from invisible to inbound. If you want my help doing this properly, the full repositioning, not just those LinkedIn fixes, click the first link in the description. This is where every client begins before we get to work landing them that next level role with the 20k to 100k pay jumps that come with it. And if you're ready to go deeper, watch this video next.